And this is one market fire too many. You know, in and around the Onitsha metropolis for the past 2 years now, for less than 2 years. You remember the Ochanja incident, the Mbuku Bosi incident, even the what's it called, this Monax area where they sell films, you know, and now Mbukampo, I don't know. People losing their means of livelihood on daily basis, just like that. God help us. All right, good afternoon to you, awesome human beings. My daddies and mummies in the Lord, I bring you glad tidings. I bow to your government, I'm telling you, because I'm nothing without you. That's why I'll always respect you, adore you, embrace you, celebrate you on this show to the end of time. Love you all to the moment back. Good afternoon to you once again, and welcome. Oh yes, I know I've missed a lot on the show since I was away, since last week. You know, and what has been trending? The ESL, here and there, European Super League. A lot of us do not understand it. Some people have understood it, you know. Some people are still asking questions. Since last Sunday, ESL, here and there, but I've received more than 100 messages from so many fans asking me to throw more light on this. But I was waiting to come back on Fan Zone so we can talk about it. I need to. You know, meanwhile, I know fully well that my brother and colleague has touched on this. You know, in fact, he has done an awesome job on it. You know, but because I'm sure so many of you may not have listened to the show, you know, when the ESL was trashed very, very well here, you know, when it was discussed in details here. I know a lot of you missed it. And some of our brothers listen to it, but didn't understand very well. I'm going to lend my voice, you know, to the ongoing charade called the ESL. And also weigh in on it, give you my perspective on the whole drama. You know, the question is, what's your take on it? What's your personal take on it? Do you like it? First of all, do you understand it? Two, do you like it? It has crumbled right now. You know, it has crumbled. But it's still in the pipeline because we're talking about a lot of money. Whether you like it or not, the love of money is the root of all evil. So says our Bible. Anything that has a lot of money behind it will never die. Never. In any legal thing. Because it's legal. I don't know why people are making a lot of noise. But I'll tell you why. Now, what's my intake? Personally, as huge man, I love the ESL. I love it. I love it. In fact, I believe football is dying right now. We need a change. And the ESL is a welcome development for me. They have crashed it, and I'll tell you why they crashed it. And I'm going to tell all the stories in one piece right now. Just listen. Honestly, it was condemned totally by a lot of people. You know, especially our brothers in England who took to the streets demonstrating. But they had to fly a plane. Oh, European Super League, blah, blah, blah. They have done everything. They hung banners in fact, on all the stadia, on all the stadiums in England, of the 6 stadiums, you know, for the big 6 that signed up to this. They have done everything. But I'll tell you why they are doing all this. Some of the fans will tell you that they are against it because some of the fans who are not directly affected, when I talk about being directly affected, you're not English, you're not Spanish, you're not Italian. Because the 12 clubs come from these 3 leagues, right? France and Germany said no. That's PSG, Borussia Dortmund, and Bayern Munich said no. But they would have still come on board if there's something happened, that if ESL took off, they would have signed on. Who doesn't like more money? You know, but then for those guys whose leagues were affected directly, they will tell you the reason they don't like it is because there is no competition in the competition. That is, there is no competition in the tournament. That it's not competitive. Because the 15 founding clubs will never get relegated, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Come on. You guys sold your league to the world. We all bought it. We have a league here, the MPFL. Nobody's talking about it. In fact, every MPFL player is a supporter of the foreign leagues because you package your league and sold to the world. Now we are all investors. We are all contributing to your league. We are all contributing to the money you guys are spending and enjoying. And you're trying to tell us that there's no competition. In fact, Nolana can call her. I'm serious right now. I've missed this show for so long, honestly. Let me break this down for you very, very well. I'm talking about why all the aggrieved people are aggrieved. They are not really aggrieved because they like you or they like the fans or they like football. There's a selfish interest in all this from beginning to the end. Now you listen to me and make of it what you wish. Tell me, where your own loyalty lies. Big shout out to DTF International, limited importers of all the magnet products and also sponsors of this segment on your number one solution on radio. We take this message from them. We'll be right back. Don't touch your dial.
This program is brought to you by DTF International Limited, importers of magnet products such as magnet spark plugs, magnet batteries, magnet horns, and magnet gasket makers. 2 years guaranteed.
Alright, let's break it down so you know where everybody's grievances is coming from. Right? And at the end of the day, you choose who you want to serve. As for me and my household, I love the ESL, the European Super League, and I'll tell you why. What's his name? The Real Madrid president, Florentino Perez, is the president of the ESL. They started this 3 years ago. And as I speak to you right now, he granted an interview yesterday to one big Spanish sports radio called El Laguero. El Laguero. They interviewed him yesterday. And he said the dream is still alive. That people should not be deceived. That the dream is not dead yet. They're going to repackage it and relaunch it. But let me quote him. He said, I'm a bit sad and disappointed. He said, we have been working 3 years on this project, on fighting the current financial situation in Spanish football. But he said it is easy to understand you cannot touch Spain or the Spanish La Liga. So you look for more money in midweek football. He said the leagues are sacred. You cannot touch them. But what we can change is the midweek games. He said the UEFA Champions League is obsolete. He said it's only interesting from the quarterfinals onwards, which is true. He said among the 12 teams that already signed up for this ESL, he said we lost 650 million euros last season. He said this season 2 or 3 more times that. That's 650 million euros times 2 or 3. He said this format, that's the UEFA Champions League format, clearly does not work. He said something must be done about it. End of quote. Florentino Perez is a good businessman. Why you man? Now back to their grievances. Where do I start from? I wish I can do this in record time so I don't waste a lot of time. But okay, it's 22 minutes gone past 1 p.m. So you understand. It's easy to jump on the bandwagon and jump on popular opinion. Oh, it is bad. Hey, why? Because the media is saying it is bad. Everywhere you look, social media or print media or electronic media, everywhere you look, social media, everywhere, it's bad, it's bad, it's bad. You don't even know why it's bad. But because everybody's saying it, Gary Neville, Jimmy Carragher, Rio Ferdinand, all those guys on television, you listen to the radio, everybody's, you know, why is it bad? You don't know. But I'll never join that chorus, because for me it is good. And I'll break it down for you. Let's start from the fans. I've heard all the arguments from the fans, especially fans of the directly affected leagues, that is Spain, England, and Italy. Right? Because we have 3 clubs from Italy, the 2 Milan clubs and Juventus. Then you have Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, and Real Madrid in Spain. And then the 6 EPL clubs. So make up the 12. They already signed up for the ESL, right? Now, the fans will tell you, all these clubs were built by the poor. I've told you the history of some of the clubs, existing clubs already. They will tell you, some of the clubs will tell you that it started because laborers who were working on the railway will finish their work in the evening and come and play football in a particular area. And then it will continue for so long, they'll form a football club, build a stadium, and the rest is history. Or it will start from one man who, I remember the Chelsea story. Onketa Tamadu away from Chelsea. I've told you this story here before. Onketa Tamadu. Now, because somebody didn't want to press charges, somebody to press charges, Chelsea was formed. You know, and I've told you the history of these clubs. You know, it all started with a group of people who wanted, you know, a place to just get away in the evening and have fun. And all these clubs were formed. So they will tell you, it was formed by the poor. And now the rich have stolen it. And they now want to make more money and dump the fans. Oga, if you wanted it to remain a club for the people, why then? I'm talking about the 6 Premier League clubs. Now, why then did you sell to billionaires? Why did you sell to billionaires? You wanted to grow the franchise. You wanted to grow these football clubs. You wanted more investment. You wanted more money. You wanted the world to know about your league. But you don't want you don't want the consequences. You don't want to pay the price for it. That's the way it is. Let's forget about the German league where they've refused people to buy the club. All the clubs there in Germany, but who watches the German league? Only like 90% or 95% Germans. That's the truth. Here in Nigeria, how many of you listening to me right now watch the German league? You know, the reason you check it on your phone is because they are betting. You know, betting. That's the only reason. Number 2, UEFA. They've been shouting, oh, God forbid, the ESL, it is evil. They will all go to hellfire. Oh, Chineke, UEFA, that you, okay for that UEFA, but they own the Judea. Oh, now they love the fans. All of a sudden, because of the ESL, they all love the fans. Now, let's tell ourselves the truth. How can you all of a sudden care about the fans? For instance, there are many black players in world football. In fact, talk about the biggest players in world football right now. How many of them are white? Many of them are black. Kylian Mbappe is black. Neymar is black. Pogba is black. Go back. Many of world-class players we have right now are black. What about the racism that black players have been shouting about since? What has UEFA said about it? Let me break it down for you. On the 18th of March this year, in the UEFA Europa League game between Slavia Prague and Rangers, a Slavia Prague player called Odrej Kudela racially abused Nigeria by, you know, Manaudicafa nationalizes in Scotland. I'm talking about a guy called Chris Iwe Lumo. Or something like that, of Rangers. He was racially abused in the UEFA Europa League game. What happened? The guy that racially abused him got 10 game ban. 10-game ban, right? If you know football very well, go and check all the other bans they give people in football. Go and check. For match fixing, people have been banned for 6 months, 1 year, banned for life. Match fixing, I remember Juventus were relegated to the Serie B. Almighty Juventus relegated to the Serie B for match fixing. What about doping? Drugs, drug test. Rio Ferdinand in 2003 was banned for 8 months. Fined £50,000 in 2003 for missing a drug test. So what they are trying to tell us is that it is a bigger crime to miss a drug test or to racially abuse somebody than for the EPL, for the EFL to come. That's what they are trying to tell us. Or, okay, let's take racism for instance. In the football, right? So many black players, like I told you. Check your own club. There are a lot of, if you're a Chelsea fan, you have N'Golo Conte, you have Tammy Abraham, you have Callum Hudson-Odoi, Kenda Just Eugene at Chelsea. You have a lot of black players in Chelsea. They've been crying, racism, racism. Before every game starts, they take a knee. You know why? Because they want to use it to stamp away racism. But what is UEFA doing about it? Simple. Somebody racially abused somebody, you give him 10-game ban. Somebody fixes a game, normally a match fixing within the betting company, you give him 6 months ban. So what are you trying to say? Now the more forgivable to racially abuse somebody than to fix a game, or that it's better to racially abuse somebody than to miss a drug test, which I remember. If you're a Man United fan and you remember Rio Ferdinand was banned for 8 months in 2005 for 1 whole year for missing a drug test. He wasn't found guilty. There was no drug in his system, but he missed a drug. So you're trying to tell us that it is worse than racism. Same racism that have killed a lot of people in the world. Same racism that have made a lot of people commit suicide. Same racism that have scattered families, destroyed lives, destroyed the black communities all over the world. And all of a sudden, UEFA has come out. Oh, we like football. We like the fans. The same UEFA that is riddled with a lot of corruption. Every year they are catching past UEFA presidents who are very corrupt, taking money and bribes from countries and clubs to fix venues and people who host or whatnot. Now they have all come out. Oh, I like a football. We're against the ESL, European Super League. It has come to spoil football. Nonsense. What is their main concern? Talking about UEFA, I'll tell you. Their main concern is UEFA holds monopoly of European football. Everything European football lands on the table of UEFA. But then with the creation of the the European Super League, the football monopoly will leave UEFA. You know why? How many clubs do they want in the UEFA Super League? 20. 15 clubs, founding clubs. There were 12 before the shutdown started, before the demonstration and everything started. If Borussia Dortmund, Bayern Munich and PSG had joined them, they would have been 15, right? And then they will have 5 clubs that will enter every year, and live every year in a relegation kind of football system. But then the 15 founding clubs will never get relegated. Who are the 15 founding clubs? The clubs that generate the biggest revenue every year in world football. There's no UEFA without the 15 clubs. There's no UEFA. UEFA. How much is UEFA getting? Minus all these 15 clubs. In fact, take away Real Madrid and Manchester United alone. Real Madrid and Manchester United alone, both of them generate more than 50% of what UEFA generates. Check your records and get back to me. Not to talk of the 15 of them. So they know, UEFA knows that if you take away this 20, they know. Imagine a UEFA Champions League group with clubs like Southampton or Sasuna, Frankfurt and Napoli. Who's going to watch that kind of group stage game? They lose TV deals, they lose endorsements, they lose everything. That is why UEFA is shouting things. Not because they love football or not because they love you and I. And lastly, the media. I hope I'm making sense. If you have questions, I'm going to call out a phone number, for you to send text messages, and then you can also go to our Facebook page, Radio Sapientia 95.3 FM Onitsha. Just ask your questions there. I am going to answer you. Now let's go to the media. Who have been most vocal in the media since this thing happened? In the Sky Sports, in the BT Sports, ESPN, all those big media outfits. But let's talk about personnel now. Gary Neville has been shouting. If you've been following the news, Gary Neville, everywhere, oh, this is criminal, this is this and that, this must never be allowed to continue. Oh, Chineke no, come and help us. What is going on? Jimmy Carragher shouting, Rio Ferdinand. All those guys, na TV, from the men on TV, and also people who see them on social media. Why are they making noise? Let me tell you their selfish interest. It is not because they love football. It is not because they love the competitiveness of football. It is not because they love you and I. It is because of their selfish interest. And I'll break it down to you. Now, do you know that all these ex-footballers all invested in the lower leagues in England? Yeah, 99% of them invested their money in the lower leagues in England. And with the coming of the ESL, that's the European Super League, all these leagues will surely suffer because of TV deals, image rights, adverts, endorsements, sponsorships. The money will no longer trickle down from the English League Football Pyramid Payment System. Meant that all the money trickles down, but at least the Premier League has the biggest bargaining power, but at least some money still trickles down from top to bottom. They would have lost a lot of money. That's the truth. Let me give you an example. I have a lot of examples. Just come from my examples. There's a club called Salford FC. Salford FC. That's Salford City FC. That club is owned by former Manchester United players. Let me give you their names. Number 1, Mickey Botts, Ryan Giggs, Gary Neville, Phil Neville, Beckham, Paul Scholes. They bought huge shares in that club. The rest of that club is owned by a Singaporean businessman called Peter Lim. So you see where their agreement is coming from. That year, Gary Neville I shout to sings as if not being sent, not like a Kazia Incha, or like a Kazia football. He knows that with the coming of the ESL, less money will trickle down from that their pyramid payment system. That's the pyramid payment system, bro. The money from the top, the bulk of the money will come to the Premier League, then a big chunk of money will go to the Championship, money will go to the League 1, money will go to the League 2, in that English tiers of football system. That their Salford City FC is in League 2, now the bottom of their English Football League system. And because with the breaking away of the Premier League, I'm going to tell you the story of the Premier League a little. Can we call this ESL a little? You know, before these leagues were together. Before, right? So, in England, the Premier League broke away. I'm going to come to that in a bit. But then Gary Neville has been shouting, Jimmy Carragher, all these people have been shouting because their investments threatened. But then let's get back to the media. Because all these people are in the media now. All these people, they are all talking in the media. Maybe minus David Beckham, who owns a club in America. My Paul Scholes, all these people, they are all talking in the media. They are doing the same work I'm doing right now in Radio Sapientia. Gary Neville is working for Sky Sports. Rio Ferdinand is working for BT Sports. Doing the same job in America. Now, what is the take of the media in all this? I'll tell you. Who owns the TV rights in the Premier League? Sky Sports and BT Sports. They are the owners of the TV rights in the Premier League. I've told you before, the two companies came together and paid English In fact, paid England £5.3 billion for TV deals. That is for you and I to watch the Premier League for 3 years, from 2019 to 2022. £5.3 billion. In the next 5 minutes, I want to convert that to Naira. I'm going to make a budget today. Now, this is our recent budget. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, put one more 0. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yes, £5.3 billion. Let me convert that to Naira. Okay, what? You got a calculator? Give me before phone again, maybe. No calculator again, maybe. I'm talking about 3.18 trillion Naira. 3.18 trillion Naira. That was what Sky Sports and BT Sports paid for you and I to watch the Premier League. Now, what do? They sell to all the other continents. Multi-choice buys for Africa, ESPN buys for I think North and South America, BT Sports sell to the Asian countries, North Africa, just like that all over the world, for them to make their money back. And if I now want, the amount of money these companies are making for me and you to watch this football. Now, with the coming of the ESL, that money will be threatened. You know why? Because they said their own is midweek football. They just want to chase away UEFA. They'll still be in their respective leagues, but then they generate the most money. Why would anybody want to watch something like Manchester United versus Sheffield United on a Saturday when the next midweek there's a Manchester United versus Bayern Munich? Barcelona versus Liverpool. Why would anybody want to watch Liverpool versus West Bromwich Albion when there's a Liverpool versus Barcelona or Real Madrid versus a Juventus coming up just in the next midweek? They would have lost television money. For when all these their ex-players, yeah, got an interview to see when start shouting, you're about to lose your jobs. And that is why they've been shouting, not because they like us. That's the truth. Now, away from why everybody has been shouting since, because me, I'm not shouting. I want to see good football. As they said, there's no competition in it. The 15 founding clubs will never get relegated. Who cares? I want to watch good football every midweek. You know what it means? Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday would have been juicy. That is... In fact, let me break it down a little before I tell you what I want to say right now. I might be doing this intro for so long, but I don't know. If you own a viewing center, I wouldn't wear bending money and a ball, a viewing center, or you own a bar where people come to watch football, or you own all these people that own hotels where they make a lot of sales when people are watching football in their place, you know. Think about it. With this ESL, think about how much money you would have been making when in one league setup you have Manchester City, Man United, Arsenal, Liverpool, Tottenham, Chelsea, and then you have Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, Barcelona, you have Inter Milan, AC Milan, Juventus, you have Borussia Dortmund, Bayern Munich, and PSG, 15 of them. And then they are getting in 5 teams in and out of that league every year. Teams like Ajax Amsterdam, FC Porto, teams like all these clubs in RB Leipzig, all these clubs in Europe. Every year. And every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, you see thousands of people come to your venue to want to buy one ball, a Bonifacio and the rest of them, just so they could watch an El Clasico almost every week, or a Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich, or a Liverpool versus Chelsea, or a Manchester United versus a Juventus, PSG versus an Arsenal, just something like that. Imagine how much money you would have been making. Just think about it. Before you say, oh, like the ESA, you hear what they are doing. Now, how did the Premier League come? I've talked about the origin of the Premier League before. Information is power. I know somebody did not listen to me the day I talked about it. In the next 2 minutes, I'm going to tell you how it came. So I use it to explain how the ESL came. came as well. Premier League, that English league system started in 1880 thereabout. The whole thing, all that leagues, the 40 years of English football. They've been playing it like that. Money comes, they divide it equally by all the leagues. But in 1990, a man called Greg Dyke, check your records and get back to me, woke up one morning and said, no, this thing has to change. Look about it, Greg Dyke. He called the representatives of all the 5 big clubs in England and said, why we go there here, monkey the walk, baboon the chop? It doesn't make sense. He said, come, let's sit down and talk about this. Because like I said before he dreamt this up, the English league system was the first division, what we know today as the Premier League, the Championship, League 1 and League 2. Where that Salford FC, I use as an example before, are playing in League 2. So they were sharing their revenues almost equally. But this Abatete man, he woke up one morning and realized that the Premier League can make them a lot of money if they can break away from that English league system. All the same thing at the ESL Choime. What did they do? He called a meeting of Manchester United, Liverpool, Tottenham, Everton and Arsenal. Called their representatives to a meeting. And he started addressing them. He said, we make the biggest money. We attract the biggest money in this league. But at the end of the day, money shared to everybody. We can break away and make all this money for ourselves. And they started thinking about it. You got my brother. You know. Now, because there's a selfish interest in everything we are doing, especially in business. There's a selfish interest. Whenever somebody brings a business proposal to you, just manage with selfish interest in the one here. Now, this guy that was saying this, that's this Greg Dyke, his own was that if those clubs agree, because he didn't own a football club at the time he was telling them this, he was just the CEO of the LWT, that their television station, a nationwide television station in England. So he was saying that because he knew that if the Premier League broke away and he gets the sole viewing rights of that new package, he will himself make a lot of money. I'm not know what even make. Even Greg Dyke had you all these 5 clubs because no believe no book when a Premier League break away. Now let's see the rights. Call we no go see ball. Because before then their football was on their terrestrial television. Everybody could get it. Just see everybody buy TV here. But then if for break away, you can no longer get it like that. Or these are digitalized. You get a decoder somewhere. Subscribe something. Can I subscribe now for television rights? You know, that was why he proposed this. If you didn't have a business, so forget about anybody who is trying to tell you, no, I cannot like a ball, no, can future of football, or because they like the fans. None of them like anybody. There's a selfish interest in all this. Now, what happened? The 5 clubs agreed. And then they decided to press ahead with it. But I found that they could not do it without the English FA. So they went to the FA and told them, CEO, this is what we want to do. Let's break the first division, that's the Premier League. What you know today as the Premier League. Let's break them away from this league system. This is how much that you guys are going to be pocketing every season as English FA. In case you because the fan like a Kazi football, there's money at the end of this whole discussion. And then the English FA said, oh, wow, But contact Arsenal with the map they go. This club called Arsenal Football Club. They may not win anything. They may not win the map. At that time, David Dean was the chief executive of Arsenal Football Club. He was the one that approached the FA and made them an offer they could not refuse. I'm telling you, that is why AJ credited the guy as the main brain behind the breaking away of the Premier League. David Dean went to the then chief of the FA, England FA. Now, another thing, the England FA at that time were not in good terms with the English Football League system. The managers of the EFL, that's English Football League, so David Dean went to him and said, how much money could they say earlier? This is the figures that will come in if we break away, and this is the figures that will come into your coffers. So guys, Joy COE, this thing is going to be good for everybody. Now what happened? The English FA quickly jumped on the idea. Why? Number one, because of money. Number two, at that time, like I told you, they didn't enjoy amicable relationship with the EFL, the English League Football System. That was where the problem was. And then what happened in June 1991? The FA released a report called The Blueprint for the Future of Football. BFF, The Blueprint for the Future of Football. I'm repeating this so you can Google it and get back to me. That particular document supported the plan for Premier League breakaway. That's why you have Premier League today. What happened? The Premier League became so rich that even when you get relegated, some relegated clubs have walked away with £60 million the season they got relegated. No worry for Watala at all. That's how big the Premier League is today. And that was what Florentino Perez wanted to do with AC Milan, Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, Chelsea, Barcelona, Inter Milan, Juventus, Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United, Real Madrid, Tottenham, Borussia Dortmund, Bayern Munich, and PSG. Who were going to be their sponsors? An American investment bank and financial services holding company called JP Morgan. For their full name is JP Morgan Chase & Co. Ubuliye na go to America na try investment kan do America ko from America na ndi newi mba ndo roku akoto go ndi newi na business kita ndo America na ndi ndo roku ofife kafabo nda the businessman to the core. When you hear an American businessman, he went to America and the JP Morgan Chase & Co. And in American bank, a bank they call financial services blah blah blah. Oh, bank they said, don't worry, we're going to finance this. Just put the league, let it start running. We're going to put our money in it. How much money were they proposing? Close to £4 billion, which means that welcome to the ESL means 300 million euros. Welcome to the now. Nature participate. Participate 300 million euros. If you win it, you win more than 500 million euros. At 300 million euros, welcome for participating. You have earned more than 2 times what the winner of the Champions League would have earned. For clubs like Liverpool that won it 2 seasons ago, Bayern Munich that won it last season, minus maybe clubs like Man United or Real Madrid that win a little above 100 million euros. It is more than 2 times what you win playing in UEFA. So why would they not want to break away? I'm 9 minutes away from 2 p.m. I don't know. How else do I explain this? But then the truth is that the media came for them, the fans came, everybody came, started demonstrating, started shouting, Football are not going nuclear. You guys sold your clubs to billionaires. Billionaires have only one agenda in this life, to make more money. So the fact that you shut it down now and from sports groups of Liverpool, and down Liverpool, but now you're because sorry, we got it wrong, and apologies flying everywhere. Glazer and Man United, Joe Glazer, club Arsenal. Now you because sorry, we have listened to you. They have not listened to you. Fiorentino Perez just said that they sign legal binding contracts. The only thing they need to do is to change their strategy. It will work, if not today, tomorrow. All right, let's talk about this. If you do not understand, if you have questions, I already told you the platforms where you can ask your questions. We have other things we're going to talk about today. And number 2 is my take on the sacking of Jose Mourinho. I posted it on my page, and some people started talking nonsense. People who do not have the right information. There's this thing flying on social media that Jose Mourinho was sacked because of European Super League. He didn't want to take his side out for training because of the ESL, and that was why he was sacked. That's nonsense. That's not true. Jose Mourinho was sacked because of poor results. Jose Mourinho was sacked because he was robbing Tottenham Hotspur in the mud. Jose Mourinho was sacked because he is completely finished as a football coach. For now, maybe he will rediscover his mojo, his winning formula or whatever. For now, he is completely... When he was at Manchester United, I was talking about it here on Fanzone. A lot of you did not like me because of it. You don't really not like Rezuku. Once you're telling the truth, hey, huge man, we must get him and kill him. What? The guy is completely finished. I remember when he was on top of the table. I was listening to some of my brothers in some stations and some places, and I say, Jose Mourinho better than Pep Guardiola currently in Cameroon. What of the nonsense? Maka no Rezuku. What of the nonsense? Maka no Rezuku. At that time, if you remember, if you follow the season, there was one time he was on top of the table. Now, you now shout, hey, nonsense. Well, just know that the guy was sacked because Tottenham now period. They are currently 7th on the EPL table. Picked up just 2 points from their last 3 league games. Knocked out of the UEFA Europa League in March. Yes, some people will be like, oh, they sacked in 6 days to the Carabao Cup final. That he got them to their first final in the Carabao Cup since 2008. Why did they not allow him to execute it? Then Levi has seen that there was no light at the end of the tunnel. They decided to just to do the needful. To take this Achinaman away from football. I asked a question on social media because I know now people that are like, especially Chelsea fans. Oh, huge man, all the time you don't like your Mourinho, you're abusing. I'm not abusing Mourinho. I'm not. I'm just telling you football. Now, you're a Chelsea fan, right? You like Mourinho. You don't like what I'm saying right now. The verdict is simple. Sack Thomas Tuchel. After all, he drew your last game against Common Adrian Simple, Brighton and Hove Albion. Sack Thomas Tuchel and bring in Jose Mourinho. He's idle right now. What all right now? He doesn't have a job. In his first stint at Chelsea, he gave you titles. He made Chelsea the global brand. People will always remember that time. Mourinho, he did this and he did that at Chelsea. In his 2 stints at Chelsea, he won titles. We know one name at Chelsea. Okay, so bad. Sack Thomas Tuchel. Who is not as big as Mourinho in world football? I know that. You know that. And employ Jose Mourinho. Simple. Roman Abramovich, I think you're listening to me, sir. Oh, okay, good name, Roman Abramovich, because Chelsea fans love Mourinho so much. So please, sack Thomas Tuchel and hire Mourinho. Your cost to win the FA Cup and the Champions League. So Mourinho is a winner. Thomas Tuchel is not. So sack Thomas Tuchel, employ somebody. Actually, I put up a picture of the guy, Abu Box, yeah. Now, Abu Katam, no teeth and a boot. There's something I don't understand about them, honestly. Do you know how much Jose Mourinho has been paid, as severance package from all the clubs he's managed? I'll tell you, a total of £89 million. Chelsea paid him in his first stint at Chelsea £23 million when they sacked him. He went to Real Madrid, they paid him £17 million. Came back to Chelsea, they paid him £8 million. Went to Man United, got sacked and was paid £26 million. And right now he was paid 1 year salary, 17.3 million euros. That's around £15 million. Put it together, you have £89 million. How can you have £89 million and you're carrying your own boxes yourself? That picture I put up on our Facebook page, that's what your Sapientia 95.3FM Onitsha of Jose Mourinho packing in boxes into the boot. That happened immediately after he was sacked at Tottenham. £89 million. You might go now and go check out what I calculator mark book or Cassibe calculator movie Adriama. £89 million. Let me convert that to Naira. This guy has earned 54 billion naira in severance packages alone. Sorry, I don't know what salary is there. I'm not talking about all the monies he was paid by these clubs. I'm talking about severance. Almost 54 billion naira. Nigeria, 550 policemen in a chair, 350 in the army, 250 in the Air Force, 230 in the Navy, 230 in the police, and 500 in the vigilante. Nature's Ossia, Nebuma, Baneda umbrella, and Infinine. But I know somebody here. He packed everything himself, put in the box, and said he's not done with football. He still wants to continue. Now, most of the people that don't understand me whenever I talk down on this guy are Chelsea fans. And I'll say this one last time before I start the show proper. Please, Roman Abramovich, sack Thomas Tuchel and employ Jose Mourinho. You see, join the Chelsea. What else? I was supposed to talk about today. Time of my Kelechi Hana, Charles current form. Kelechi's current form. I broke it down. I think you just go there and read for yourself. And of course, his possibility of stopping Chelsea next month on the 15th of May in the FA Cup final over the Wembley. If there's anybody who can stop Chelsea, it's Kelechi Hana. They call him senior man, KC. And also, this last thing, I don't know what's the time you create today, but I'll bring it back. I put up a picture on our Facebook page. That's the pictures of Ahmed Musa, who is 28 years old, and 25 years old Abdullahi Musa. Just go to our Facebook page and see their pictures. It's a top picture in the mix. 25 years old Abdullahi Musa, who plays for Caterpillars, and his teammate, of course, Ahmed Musa, who's just 28. Let's talk about this thing we call football age and how it's affecting Nigerian football. If we don't have the time today, I'll always bring it up much later. Well, yesterday we saw lots and lots of games. Well, let me start from today's fixtures. 8 p.m. Nigerian time at the King Power Stadium, Leicester City will take on West Bromwich Albion. And then by 6 p.m. at the Wanda Metropolitano, Atletico Madrid will take on Huesca. Big shout out to Karim Benzema, who's double put them ahead of Atletico Madrid right now on the Spanish La Liga table. Barcelona have 2 games outstanding. One of the games will be tonight against Getafe at the Camp Nou. If they win the 2 games outstanding, they will be ahead of everybody in case Atletico Madrid drop points today, which means Barcelona may be on course for a cup double. That's going to be story for another day. If they win a cup double, How would you rate their season? And then AS Roma versus Atalanta, Napoli versus Lazio. Big shout out to Juventus that won their game yesterday to take them to within how many points of Inter Milan? 65 minus 76. I think 11 points. Well, let's forget about Juventus then. In fact, they should be looking back at the clubs coming behind. You know, that's talking about Atalanta, Napoli, and Lazio. And also Roma. So we have top of the table clash, top 4 clash in the Italian Serie A. Who and who are going to make it from the fixtures I gave to you just now. I know yesterday Tottenham Hotspur beat Southampton 2-1 at the new Tottenham Stadium. Aston Villa at the Villa Park lost 2-1 to Manchester City, who are just 3 wins away from another league title. Cadiz lost 3-0 to Real Madrid. I talked about that one earlier. And at the Westfalen Stadium, Borussia Dortmund beat Union Berlin 2-0. AC Milan at the San Siro lost 2-1 to Como Ordinary Simple Sassuolo. Juventus beat Parma 3-1. Spezia drew 1-1 against Inter Milan. As Inter dream of another league title since 2010. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how I say welcome.
Radio Sapientia 95.3FM
Yes, so one I could come if I could take it up 4 minutes after 2. Hi, do I have the time to even take calls today on the show? Yes, I'm going to take a few calls, but I'll look on social media today more, and also look on a text message portal as well to see your questions and see how I can answer. All right, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, and thank you. For the people following me on my own personal Facebook page, I'm live there right now. When those who cheer it disrupt if I name but we've arrested the situation. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, and thank you. My name is Nancy Fire, the hugest man alive. I am the walking, talking soccer statistics reporting for duty 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. because I want to make you very, very happy this afternoon. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for listening to this my horrible voice. If you want to send a text message, do that right away on 090 76 46 0071 090 76 46 0071. Don't forget to keep your comments coming on our Facebook page. That's the Radio Sapientia official Facebook page, Radio Sapientia 95.3 FM Onitsha. The number I called, I said send the text message. People are already calling. The chase here, just send us your comment on our Facebook platform so we can. If you have a question, I'll be glad to answer you right here on your number one station on radio. God bless you, well dead. For the people that want to speak to me on the phone lines, call 090 39 19 5402. That's 090 39 19 5402. Hello, good afternoon to you. What's your name?
My name is Mr. Enoch.
Enoch, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Asaba.
Thank you very much. Tell us the football club you're supporting.
Chelsea.
A Chelsea fan?
Yes.
Good to have you on the show today. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I have good news for you. Chelsea are about to sack Thomas Tuchel and employ Jose Mourinho, sir.
Bros, I want to ask you one thing. Are you a Christian?
Yes, I am.
But why you always put Mourinho for mind? At the come, See, Mourinho one they see, so you don't get problem with you. Why you can't get the problem with her?
I don't get problem with him. Which kind of problem I get with him?
You are always talk down on that man. See, that man, no matter how you be, Mourinho is Mourinho. So we try. If you're a Christian,
or listen, I said I have good news for you. I said I have good news for you. Now Mourinho is coming to Chelsea and Thomas Tuchel is going away.
Everybody they talk. This thing do like this. Come on, life, everybody with your own attitude. Your attitude, where do you come out as people when they know you know your attitude. So try suffering. They talk down Mourinho. No matter how you did, you know Richard and you know Pastor.
No, I never compared myself with Jose Mourinho, sir. I never did. In fact, Jose Mourinho, a lot of people know on this show as Jose Mourinho I told them about, because I know I've talked about Jose Mourinho here a lot of times. As a super manager, I told the story where he started from. But what I'm saying right now is completely finished. You're Chelsea fan, I said Thomas Tuchel will leave, Jose Mourinho will come, and I cost all. You should have said the amen to my prayers. What is wrong? The Lord would have to know what's your name. Thank you very much. What's your name, sir?
I want to talk on my mind.
What I want to Saka. Thank you very much. You talk about Maria Nachata and Man United. Actually, a guitar. I know my social, I don't know. My social media people. Maria Nachata.
This I know Mourinho 18 months contract.
On my side, no 18 months. I was saying I don't try to oh my, my side no 18 months. All right. Now talking about money, are you for or against the ESL, and tell us why?
No, which about it? When I got news, I've been very, very happy when I got news. I've been very, very happy. See, Anna, I can't wait to see all those big teams playing each other week in, week out. So many of the fans.
Now they were against it. For what if I did against it? If I did against it, then many people would be against it. So far, you could see against it. You know, without checking. You check it benefits in here. Because imagine, every weekend, generally, Juventus versus Real Madrid, Barcelona versus Bayern Munich, PSG versus Chelsea, Man United versus Manchester City, Borussia Dortmund versus us. Every weekend, imagine. So not against it. I want to tell them why if I did against it.
They say we can go brother and withdraw back because all why only is when I come back. Let's go man another litigation. Yes, I can focus on another litigation. So all those things are remember. Open a PhD in England, all another litigation. Open in England. So how about the carbon? Focus on the criminal litigation. I'm also once in the Champions League meet each other. I know about steady. And now yes, Manda is capable of winning those.
No, another thing for the tenor Perez. Let's see. Kamu Ajuku because more entities in that in Oku. Don't patronize me, just one is Yoku now that maybe. Also, now with the current format of the Champions League, no has a kita a lose big interest. Now group stages, Champions League. Now the fact they did another ball, quarter-final or semi-final in the Champions League. No lose big interest. You know what I told you the time,
Kita, you are going to be recorded. Kita say I'm on a stage here now. Even at this center or 7 now watch ball.
Thank you.
If we warehouse now what here, when a crowd no dear upon them on you, actually watch all stage here we never need to watch.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, the best stage you need to watch, you enjoy. Other stages, just 400
Slavia Prague versus Sevilla.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're doing. I'm not going to know. I'm a Cambo, and I'm for my name. You didn't talk about my good word, okay? I'll tell you.
Every football in fact, representative of all the big clubs in Banyani this ESL are resigning to go. And when they resign to go from Juventus, Woodward are resigning to go, and a lot of them are resigning to go, and more will resign. If I be betrayal, for instance, the 6 clubs in the Premier League, I'll be in a February meeting next season. There are not 20 clubs coming in the Premier League. The other 16 clubs in the Premier League, can't afford to see where Milan with these 6 guys, no meeting again. It's a problem because for instance, in the 20 clubs of the Premier League, I think maybe 6 people. And you know, Leicester City are local because for the Champions League next year, Hamandi, clubs are June, Hana Sevilla, I know about Champions League in Bell, so now, the chairman of the UEFA snakes also that he didn't know he was dealing with snakes, sitting every day with snakes, and doing meetings and thinking on how to make UEFA better. Other UEFA snakes, like in Juventus, UEFA na plan of will change the latest format. In fact, that approved the game from 2024 and the new UEFA format. I'm going to talk about that maybe tomorrow on Fanzone because I think you get a lot of time today. The new UEFA format. Also, we just signing here. Mama won't break away with European Super League. So, this meeting in car, no. I'm not was on a phone, no, Joanna, and Ghana, not to break away about your phone. Because Oma, no on our side of the nonsense, not to break away with ESL, starting from the beginning of next season in August. So, if I'm not was there, I was there, Natalia. In fact, I know the reason why the other president did offer snakes. You understand? No, only not offer snakes, after all, or like them, you like them. I don't know, like, you mean now the ego connect.
But I read about these Man U supporters, now from the Raven National, Man U supporters. Now, I thought the Glazers near Manchester United.
Yes.
So what we then the Glazers are there among the stakes there.
Yes.
Yes. We have Banaka government because all Banaka is Dolly Johnson. So we are about more here.
You must go feel Manchester United is one of the biggest clubs in the world. In fact, when you come to profitability, they are the richest club in the entire Britain. I'm on a shoe site. I'm on casino big business. I don't know, Casey. Now I chop no be a business. No, not better government. What are you talking? Not impossible. When the Glazers came to buy Manchester United, that time when they came, it was a big problem. The chief executive of Man United that time, after the David Gill, it was a big problem. Nobody wanted to sell. The fans did not want to sell. It again negotiated from the mid-90s. Until these guys made offers nobody could refuse. Right? Now, because no offer was signed for this deal, right? This ESL, the fans were also fan of Azia. It was Arsenal fans see who can Arsenal. Stan Kroenke Arsenal. We talk about family. No far Chelsea. No fancy Daniel Levi. We talk about Liverpool. The foreign response groups, father, but everybody say, So me na be kusi na babo ndị Man City na Chelsea maka na ndị ndị a nwe ha ji ego. So ndị a mara fana ba Chelsea na Man City na relegation. Ndị nke ha mechitu ọnụ ebele na akwanyela enwefu ugwu. Mana ndị ọzọ niile a na-asị fa na ba. Fana ba gị na-emezie onye agosia the clubs. And I pump all the money from our pump into the clubs. I'm going to Amazia. So oh, sorry. I lost the call. I think you ran out of their time. Nobody is going to go. As I speak to you right now, some Arsenal fans are saying, no, Dangote, please come and buy Arsenal. You've always had the dream of buying some shares in Arsenal, but we want you to do a total takeover. Go into it and see what is trending there. Right? Take this club away from Stan Kroenke. I remember it was Alisha Usmanov and Stan Kroenke battling for shares in Arsenal, but because of that British-Russia wahala, when the British power was present in Russia, we've talked about that before here, and it meant that all Russian diplomats in Britain were expelled. Abramovich was supposed to also be expelled, but he ran to Israel and got a Jewish passport, which is still keeping him in England till today. I will back away from fan zone. If you were not there then, Jutazia, your neighbor, because of it, England, obviously, Faro, Itochi, at least the Abramoviches, and even the Abu Dhabi guys of Manchester City. So, this fans now say, where are the billionaires that are ready to spend the money these guys spent? Meanwhile, who lives his business like that? Who lives his business? Man United is worth almost £4 billion. So if you want to buy Manchester United today, you need to pay the Glazers almost £5 billion because they need to sell for a profit. Come on, put two and two together and know that the fans now calling. Hello!
Hello, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon to you. What's your name, sir?
My name is Sinead. I'm calling from Agule.
You said you're calling from Anam and you're calling from Agulori. Are you in Anam and Agulori at the same time, sir?
They are the same. They are the same community. They live.
Oh yeah, in Agoponya Anambra, Kazi they are saying I think I need it here. If yeah, now Anam and Agulori be the same community. I'm not meaning now.
Yeah, what is so?
What is so? Don't mind me. Tell us if what club was about.
I'm supporting Manchester United, sir.
All right. Go ahead. What do you want to talk about?
Manager of Real Madrid.
Okay,
vision. I'm not playing a web with you. You will put snows anybody, not happy in your hand. So, that shot must surely come to them now.
Okay,
I like them. I miss you. I whoop with you and you will whoop Talamaka.
Thank God.
I whoop with you. I mean, whoop with you, tell you, where can you get up?
Yes.
Or I hope you know your vision, you hope you.
Yes, sir.
And you hope the vision, let me see that of Congo.
Yes, sir.
They must tell you about it. You need to know the something in future.
Yes, sir.
We will deliver happen in future.
Yes, sir.
That in the future. People that are raise one alarm and if I had and then Mexico, that in
the second thing now, Buna Jose Mourinho, because of time. What's somebody a coach of Uguino before, right? Unless you look at Man United. On the chess social, you social now. Come on, chess social, Kita, can you feel
I like Rodrigo, I like Romeo. Instead, I apologize to Rodrigo now and can manage I'm managing.
All right, thank you very much. God bless you.
Chief.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's look on social media and see what is trending there, especially on Facebook. On our Facebook page, I see Him King Maxim. I love your name. He said, good afternoon, huge man. Congrats to all the winners from last night. Please, huge man, I want you to tell me which football club has the most enticing and beautiful display of football. Is Guardiola's Barcelona era the most feared and most dangerous ever? You don't worry, that's only for another day. I ban you, Monica Callisto said, good afternoon, just from live. How you doing today? I'm awesome. He said, his Monica Callisto reporting all the way from Onitsha. No Barcelona, no football. Congratulations to the winners of yesterday's fixtures. You're tipping Kelechi Iheanacho to continue with his fine form. You're rating him 8/10. For you, somebody you should go and rest. Now, walk out you now for Ebere Bugia. He said he has nothing else to offer. UGK, MPFL, bam bam. All right, God bless you. Chidek CJ said, hello, huge man, good afternoon. I missed you more. He said he's a City fan from Nnobi. For those hard-fought wins, draws, and losses, some big teams had yesterday. It was because of the season is fast coming to an end, so everybody are tightening their belts. And as for Inter, with that draw yesterday, they have their own, they are risking the title, all right. I said, as for senior man Kells, Casey Iheanacho, he said, I see him stopping Chelsea. If a player can provide consistent performance on the big occasions against the big teams, then you see him stopping Chelsea. Okay, thank you very much. Well, if you're a Chelsea fan, somebody asked me a question and said, that's on my own Facebook page. The person said, huge man, why did Chelsea draw their game against Brighton? The answer is simple. How many games have Chelsea played since Thomas Tuchel took over? Who and who is he using? Human beings. Yes, I know some Chelsea fans and some of these pundits. In hindsight, the beautiful thing that's after Kaaba see the game, he just back and now analyzes it far back. You see better than the coach, but before the game, the coach sees better than you. You know, it's easy to condemn after Kaaba see got the ball. Chelsea played a difficult game against the best side in British football right now. They would be winners of the Premier League, talking about Manchester City not too long ago. And a few days later, they are in Premier League action. When Brighton have been resting since. All human beings know about the ball. I'm not making excuses for Chelsea, but I didn't expect them to win the game like that. If it was a 1-0 win by Chelsea, I would not have been surprised. If it was a 1-0 loss by Chelsea, I would not have been surprised. The draw also, I am not surprised. Because all the same legs now about this football. People are saying, oh, why did he play Jorginho? Why did he play this one? Why did he play that one? These guys just ended Manchester City's FA Cup hopes. Got Chelsea to the FA Cup final. Where were you before the Thomas Tuchel came? You guys should be grateful. From the Chelsea, eh? Chelsea. I'm not talking about the Chelsea or not the Chelsea. Only win. Whenever they drop points, I'll know them. Let me go to your comments on Facebook. This person, his name is the Godzilla Jude. He said, I think Jose Mourinho refusing to train with the squad and taking a banner. Getting sacked is what? No. You're wrong. The Godzilla, no. That news is fake news. Jose Mourinho never refused to train with the squad because of the ESL. Go and check. If I check all the major platforms, stop following some of these nonsense people on social media. Genuine websites of some of these big sports. I can't start calling their names because I from yeah, when they letter your news or guy, this is a Mexican Danam. As Jonathan said, good afternoon, huge man. I'm Jonathan from Oka. ESL is dead on arrival. Kelechi Iheanacho on his Leicester City side cannot stop Chelsea. Jose Mourinho is a victim of circumstance. Okay, thank you. Stone Cold said, good afternoon, huge man. I'm Stone Cold from Oba. Onitsha. Kelechi right now, his form is on 8/10. Whether he continues with this form or not, Chelsea will win the FA Cup. All right, thank you. And as for you, somebody here, you should go and find a club in the French League One. Wabundo Henry Afam said, good day, sir. We currently have a 29 years old as a manager now in the EPL. I know you're talking about age in football, this football age thing. We're going to bring it out again much later. Sorry, I included it on the talking points on the show today, you know, but we don't have the time to go into that. But if you're listening to me right now, go to our Facebook page, check the third picture. You see the two Musas. One is 28, the other one is 25. Look at their faces very well and tell me how old you think they are. Madito Obadia Kazimanzi said, good day, huge man. God bless you. Keep you safe. Okay, thank you very much. I'm not going to continue with that comment. Philemon Onyemeji said, I greet you. And as for senior man Kels, I think that's Kelechi Anacho. I think it is time for him to shine. And nothing can stop him, not even the coach. You're rating him 8 over 10 on age cheating in African football. He said it's a norm. Okay. He said in Nigeria is a disgrace. Okay, the rest of the things you wrote there, if I continue with that, and nobody had up here. Ugachukwu Nabude said, good day! He just went alive. Yeah, Ugachukwu Nabude, aka Chelsea fan. He said, my take on the ESL, I would love to see the league stand and also start. Seriously, you love and support the ESL. Kelechi Anacho is really making Niger proud. You rate him 8 over 10, but stopping Chelsea in the FA Cup is an impossibility. He said, a matter of football age has gone into our bone marrow. It cannot be stopped anymore in Nigeria. Everyone in this country is always reducing their ages for one thing or the other. All right, let's go back to the phone line. 090-3919-5402. That's 090-3919-5402. Hello, good afternoon to you. What's your name?
Hello, good morning, Alex.
Thank you very much. What's your name, sir?
My name is Christopher from Onitsha.
Christopher from Onitsha. Biko, my brother, you're close to your radio set. Tune it down, oh. Let's speak over the phone.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Tell us the football club you're supporting. You must be a Chelsea fan.
Yeah.
Mr. Chelsea.
I'm a Chelsea fan.
Thank you very much. Christopher,
Yeah.
I asked my brother that called from us about a question. He got angry with me. I hope you're not going to get angry if I ask you the same question.
No. I will not be angry.
Thomas Tuchel to be sacked this afternoon and Jose Mourinho to take his place. What do you think, sir?
No, we don't need Mourinho now. What you want to come? We like here, man. But you have to
All right, thank you very much. Now, again to make over this ESL thing.
Yeah.
You like it, yeah?
Very, very good. I'm not that work. I'm going to finish. I'm big ball. I'm
every week.
Oh my goodness.
All right, thank you very much, my dear brother. God bless you. No, we also. Okay, you want to try to before you join me?
No.
All right, thank you very much.
The only thing I'm very happy for Kelechi Anacho in the current form now.
I can't change you. Kelechi Anacho, as I speak to you right now, then Jesse Lingard be the most informed players in the Premier League in the
If you are told the guy will continue with this, I will be happy.
Now before you continue, as I speak to you right now, I'm going a new contract. And a little above £100,000 every Friday. When I give my £5 in Ada, that's 500 and something. Okay, 100,000. That's like almost 60 million naira every Friday. About 58 point something million naira every Friday. Can I put a guy? So basic salary. I don't know what endorsement deals, image rights, match bonuses, win bonuses, great bonus. I know it just ain't no cool source of big minimum wage. So it's 58 million naira. It's worth when we had that contract. Kelechi now be the highest goal scorer at Leicester City. On 15 goals in 31 games. Genevadi Bago more games than him, 35 games, not 14 games. So, we go Kale, the guy only make the goal. But I don't suppose the demand about FA Cup final against Team on the 15th of May in another.
Oh no, you from my phone. Okay, we check. No. No, I'm happy not informed. Even if you make it spoken again, just the chest will still. That's my prayer. Yes, I want that to come connect that group. I don't see that the chest will still.
This man, you must be from our cousin. Hey, everybody. All right, it's 31 minutes gone past 2 p.m., ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, and thank you. We'll pay some bills right now. When we return, the show continues. My name is Nancy Fire, the hugest man alive. God bless you.
Radio Sapientia, Radio Sapientia, 1 o'clock at corner. Radio Sapientia, let me know.
Public notice. The Anambra State Signage and Advertising Agency, ANSA, wish to inform the general public that display of posters of any kind is prohibited in these underlisted areas. According to ANSA Law Section 28, subsection 28, you cannot post any bills, posters, banners, panels, stickers, and other advertising materials and messages on public buildings or public structures. Trees, electric poles, road directional signs, road dividers, roundabouts, flyovers, bridges, walls, rocks, pedestrian bridges, and bus shelters. Any person found guilty shall be prosecuted and fined. Secondly, political aspirants are advised to pay for their branded political vehicles as stipulated in the ANSA Law 2010 Schedule 6 Article 4E and should do so on or before Friday, 23rd April 2021. Defaulters shall have all their political adverts removed by the agency. Signed, Jude Emecheta, MD and CEO.
Mama Mona, walk an eye, go get on a bed.
One the more, what was the come? The good young custom one now.
Ekurumeku, obi gwara m na ya ga-abụrịrị akpata. Gịnị ụfọdụ na-akpa arụbara. Wee buru ụzọ gote Dr. Alade 7 Keys Herbal Mixture. N'elu arụ ya nọ akpata. Ngwa nye ya ka ọ ṅụọ.
Dike ibe ya rabụ n'ọnụ nkịtị. Ọgwụ ọ ga-abịa ịṅụọ. Ọkụ ọrịa ndị agwụgwụ. Arụrụ ọgwụ a maka okenye na ụmụaka. Ị ga-enweta Dr. Alade 7 Keys Herbal Mixture n'ebe ọ bụla a na-ere ọgwụ. Ndị NAFDAC suru akara ha na ya. FAEK and Sons Limited bụ ha lụpụtara ọgwụ. Ihe na-eme ga-akwụsịrị mkpụrụ ụbọchị atọ gasịa jefu dọkịta gị. Dr. Alade 7 Keys Herbal Mixture maka arụ ike gị.
Oh, hey, fire, fire.
Look at my friend house, please.
Fire, oh, hey. Oga Mike, come help us. Oga Mike, come help us. Fire the phone.
Madam, I don't take your husband. Make you no use all this nonsense, wire and cable. Wire in house. You no listen. See now.
Which one is for use now?
You too, you never hear? Lagos Star Wire and Cable. Now the Chachalacha quality standard made in Nigeria wire and cable. Lagos Star Wire and Cable is certified by Manka. Lagos Star Wire and Cable comes in single, flex, flat, and TRS. It's available in all electrical shops nationwide. Think quality standard wire and cable. Think Lagos Star Wire and Cable.
Rosvita cassava flour, Mirelo Marama, Risike, Rosvita, Umakano, Rosvita cassava flour. Hey, Cabezoko, or Rosvita cassava flour. Muriolo Eji Borindo. You get to do your famous area, or to put an acron Paranyanaka, or what is starch, or what is cholesterol, or the Ganyanaka, or what is sugar imea, or the Gaflarime, Nanin Ketiato, Rosvita Yela, or the Mawendoke no Maka, Nani with a miracle Babo, we didn't very Jamie Holo, where you now we have Rosvita cassava flour imea, they cannot worry and Ketiato, or Yela, you will not form a Masereke, but anyway, Kesa Rosvita is no logi, and a bit of them, Oriento. no ihe ọṅụṅụ Rosvita maka arụ ike gị. Ndị NAFDAC kwadoro ha. Ị ga-enweta ya n'ebe a na-ere ihe oriri n'ahịa anyị gba gburugburu. Ọ bụ ọla aka ndị Suvita Food and Beverages Industries. Ekwentị 090-682-55994. Rosvita Cassava Flour. O jupụtara n'ihe na-enyere ndụ aka. Rosvita. Bịa Rosvita maka arụ ike gị.
What kind of body do you desire? Slim? Beautiful? Sexy body? Do you constantly fight with constipation? Lower belly fat? Bloated tummy? All you need is Nice Moment Slim Tea, made from senna leaf. The perfect tea for your body. Nice Moment Slim Tea helps you slim down naturally and helps clear your colon. Good for both men and women. You can get Nice Moment Slim Tea in every supermarket and pharmaceutical store near you. Note, Nice Moment Slim Tea is not advisable for pregnant women. Nice Moment Slim Tea is a product of Transglobe Pharmaceuticals Limited. For more inquiry, call 070-6423-3745. Nice Moment Slim Tea, the perfect tea for your body.
I'm not playing again. Let's get some mommy that we are on. So what do you want to eat? I'm asking. Jolly, of course now. Mommy, we are hungry. My children, you want to eat fried rice and chicken? No. You want to drink tea? No. You want to drink comfort? No. Then what do you want? We want to eat Jolly instant noodles.
Jolly instant noodles with chicken flavor and extremely nourishing. You know the porch belly. You know the cake at all. The taste in a super. It rice well for pot and it dey cheap for everybody to grab. It dey for different sizes: 70 grams, 100 grams, and 120 grams. Now the product of Ike God Food Industry Nigeria Limited. Call us on phone 090-3000-2884. It dey for every shop and market nationwide. Email us at jollynoodles@gmail.com. Jolly, you be baba.
Some Prince Professional Audio, your best sound, durable and everlasting products. Some Prince.
Hey, my brother, you won't spoil my occasion. Waiting be this problem. Your sound no dey sound well. Waiting be the problem. My brother, this thing a new sound equipment why buy. My brother, if no be Sound Prince, make you no carry any other sound system enter this place again. Sound Prince don't carry in company come Orifite, wherein they manufacture all the Sound Prince product, live drums, any kind of speaker, any kind of sub, microphone, wireless and wired mic. Sound Prince line arena superb. Beg where I go see Sound Prince product buy. Go Afuso, Ibolo, Orifite for Ekwisigo local government, Anambra State. Now that place Sound Prince manufacturing company and showroom day, and you go buy any Sound Prince product. You fit link us for 0803-0714-021 or 0814-1130-784. Now our weather, we carry the work. Sound Prince.
Best sound, durable and everlasting products. Sound Prince.
Timberlock wood preservative surpasses all preventive measures designed to permanently prevent the damage and quality reduction of wood and wood-based materials by termites, fungi, bacteria, and other boring insects. Timberlock wood preservative has deep penetration on wood that makes the wood well protected, ageless, and reusable. Timberlock has a superior recognition on wood preservation. It is user-friendly and easy to apply. Use Timberlock premium wood preservative to prevent, correct, and defend wood and wood materials against deformities caused by termites and other insects in the later days. Each drop of Timberlock wood preservative properly applied on any wood will keep termites and other wood insects gone forever. Timberlock is designed to solve wood preservation challenges. Timberlock wood preservative kills termites instantly. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Timberlock Africa or visit www.timberlockmfg.com. Timberlock wood preservative, the wood preservative brand leader in Africa.
Big Magnet International Group bụ n'ọrụ kwetara iji innovative blockchain technology nye aka na-egbo nsogbu mmadụ akụnụba na nchekwa n'obodo anyị. Big Magnet Group ụlọọrụ ndị Afrịka na ndị Europe nwe awụchigo na South East. Ụlọọrụ ha dị na GF 23 Gabs Mega Plaza, 39 Oka Road, beside 5-star restaurant, between ABS Junction and Ado Girls Bus Stop, Oka Road, Onitsha.
Bip Magnet na Oko Haneze ka ha bịa sonyere ha na mmemme ịgbape amụma azụmahịa Simple Merchant ga-ewere ọnọdụ on 24th April 2021. Venue All Saints Cathedral, Onitsha. Time 11 a.m. MC na mmemme ahụ bụ Nelson Nwenyi nke Odenigbo Station. Maka ajụjụ kpọọ 07034972428 maọbụ 08133920163. Pip Magnet, matching technology with innovation.
Do you know that everyone desires to own a property? All nwoke tozuru etozu na-ego ala lụọ ụlọ. Ọkwa Fia Eco Construction, the developers of Delta Eco Homes in collaboration with Delta Trust Mortgage Bank Limited, na-enwetalu n'ohere a. Nwafọ, you can become a landlord in 3 months as a month with just 40% initial deposit or acquire a plot of land with a 20% discount na Delta Eco Homes Edogwash. Terms and conditions apply. Nke a wee gwa eji. Offer valid from March 25th to April 30th, 2021. Amam n'uche ya, mekwa anyị green na 08023167604 or 08182285681 or visit our office at number 9 Jordan Saba Street beside Stephen Keshi Stadium to pick up your forms. And you know on Facebook and Instagram at Delta Eco Homes or send us a mail on deltaecohomes@gmail.com. Delta Eco Homes, where dreams come home.
Oga Matias, ụlọ ga-amakazikwa o. Elekwana oge ijiri zụọ ihe obibi ụlọ ndị a niile.
Ogechi, ọkwa ndị Easyway to Success Property Acquisition Company Limited. Ngalaba Easyway Fashion World mere ka ọ bịa na mmezu. Ana m enye ha ego n'ibe ganye na ego mezuo oke inweta ihe obibi ụlọ ndị a niile.
Atụmatụ a bụ sọ mma. Elekwana ndị bụ ndị Easyway to Success.
Ndị a bụ ndị na-akwụba aka ọtọ na-anara ndị mmadụ ego n'ibe ganye na ego ezuo oke na inweta ihe obibi ụlọ masịrị gị dịka ụgbọala, generator, TV, gas cooker na ihe elimeli. Isi ụlọ ọrụ ha dị na Emmanuel Plaza, number 18 Francis Street, Onitsha. Maọbụ ịchọga ha na shop 19/20 I-Line, Power Plaza, n'ụsọ Relief Market, maọbụ na Western Line, Ọgbọgwụ Bridgehead, Onitsha. Akara ekwentị ha bụ na 08064032932 maọbụ 09095765757 07033733830.
Easyway to Success Property Acquisition Company.
Paradise POP White, Bokasoma. Paradise POP White Super, Bokasoma. Paradise Paint Super, Bokasoma. Paradise Fungi Free Extra, Bokasoma.
My results. What you find is on the two abilities.
I'm a treatment for screening and casting inside and outside.
Integrate entertainment, you know. It's the Paradise Paint. Integrate entertainment, you know. It's the Paradise Paint Super, specially meant for interior. Integrate entertainment outside. It's the Paradise Paint Fungi Free Extra, specially meant for interior and exterior use. Integrate entertainment screening. It's the Paradise POP White. Integrate entertainment screening. It's the Paradise POP White Super for screening and casting. Paradise Paint.
Chili's food, tasty and blowing minds.
Chili's Food is a one-stop total treat for families, friends, couples, and singles. Come and experience our finger-licking delicacies, continental and African. We also offer home deliveries and outdoor catering services for your events. Our multi-purpose hall is a sure bet. We also offer playground for children with lots of toys. Visit Chili's Food at Plot 2A, Nika Road, Federal Housing Estate, Trans-Ekulu, Enugu. We are also located at number 9 Ozala Road, opposite All Saints Cathedral, Onitsha. Number 55 Orifite Street, Awada. 7980 Reka Road, opposite Chizon Bus Stop, Awada, Obosi. Also, visit us at Satellite Bus Stop, Oyolo, Ose, 33 Zunaka, or call 080-388-83035 or 070-8194-8760.
Chili's Food, a place that you need to be.
Chili's Food, absolute satisfaction.
Best in is good.
Besti noodles, so tasty and yummy. Come on, children, let's come together and sing Besti song. Besti noodles is good. La 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 la. It's good for you and good for me. La 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 la. My mommy and daddy likes it too. La 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 la.
Besti instant noodles comes in 100 gram and 120 gram. Go grab your own at any market store or our marketers nationwide. Besti instant noodles. Your appetite's best friend.
Rosa Mystica High School Agulu.
Admission notice from Rosa Mystica High School, Agolo, a Catholic mission school for girls only. Admission is ongoing for students seeking admission into JSS1 and 2, SS1 and 2. Our strengths are qualified teachers, equipped laboratories, ICT center, modern boarding facilities, good sporting facilities, and so on. Entrance forms can be obtained in the school on or before the examination date. Entrance examination date is on Saturday, 24th April 2021 by 8:30 a.m. prompt at the school hall, Rosa Mystica High School, Agolo. For inquiries and further details, call 070-874-61515 or 081-313-77023. Announcer, Reverend Father Chris JMC Ezono, School Manager.
Radio Sapientia.
Huge man. Odogu.
Kamalo. You. Hello, my baby. Don't Huge man. My sweet thing, they are coming on. Hello, my baby. Hello, my chocolate.
Yes, sir. 11 minutes to the top of the hour. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging on. I'm not by far, and then your offense, I'm if you ask us if we need you. Oh, my God, break, I'm on the bed. That's not as if we need you. On up, walk. Okay, I'm now very quickly. Can you touch your also? And our text message portal, this person said, huge man, I'm in support of the ESL. What Papa Perez said is true about the youngsters. Imagine on the same record that they are showing. Many highs, 5, boring. Okay, boring, Brighton and Chelsea. It's not really that boring. And then this person said, huge man, I am Jerry, aka the special word of Stamford Bridge from Abao. No, Mourinho has tried his best before, but now he should go and look for something else to do. Open Nollywood. Now, Mr. Ibu Fana art in Nollywood. This person said, I am a maker. Good afternoon, Hitman from Bridgehead. Massive fan. After your explanation about the ESL, starting next season. The current Champions League is no longer interested in. Yeah, but that's the truth. That's the truth. This person said, good day, huge man. You're Kingsley from Boy, Chelsea fan. Football is always open for new ideas. We grew up and met football the way we saw it. But he had gone through a lot of changes before then. We will another change. The disappointment is that you thought those clubs were prepared for the backlash. I already told you why the backlash came. Right? Football is all about the fans. Once the fans back out, then you have nothing left. That was what happened. And these UEFA guys and Sky Sports and all that, they pricked our emotions and the fans took to the streets. But very soon they will understand. Right, check and goes here. Camera back on your menu. Alright, thank you very much. What's your name? This one said, good day, man. How you doing? I'm awesome. His name is my name is fine, Chuku. I said he's listening from Ukwele Zunaka. He's enjoying the show. God bless you. This person said, huge man, the Champions League will always be the most prestigious, standard, and most ideal club competition. In world football, the Super League can go to hell. That's a personal opinion, and we respect that. This person said, good afternoon. You just want to live your coach from Onitsha. So I didn't say anything about my United coach, saying that they will catch up with Man City and stop them from winning. And they don't call you now, call my brother. You try not come back. Let's say they are 3 wins away from the league title. Catch it. Nah, we got the Gaddafi, but then walk out back and now. We're going to social. This person said, my name is Siko Master, Tottenham fan. Please, how many trophies has Tottenham won? Let's talk about that tomorrow when we were. Let's take as many messages as possible. This person said, man, I believe all the English teams in the Super League has withdrawn. Yes, they've all withdrawn. He said, your Ima Dundun Barike from Asia. This person said, hello, you just want to live. My name is Chukwueloka David from Opo, South. Said Mr. Hugie, the only thing sweeter than money is no money. All these English pundits have suddenly become our brothers. The ESL has come to stay. Thank God that Woodward has finally relocated to his village in Uruagunnewi. This other person said, Hugie, you speak with a lot of wisdom and you explain this in detail. Thank you very much. God bless you, Chimebi from Oka, a Man United fan. This person said, good afternoon, Nazi Bondo, your Felix from Onitsha. Your Marino is completely finished. Thank you very much for knowing that the guy, Wakachina, is completely finished. God bless you. This person said, I'm in support of the ESL. And my question is, why the players that are playing the ESL will not represent their countries? Well, your name is Tayo from Tetre. Tayo, I pray you're listening to me or maybe watching me on video right now, either on my personal Facebook page. If you want to follow me on Facebook, it's simple. Ifani Huge Man or Akwe page. Search and like or follow that page. That's Ifani Huge Man or Akwe page. If you search and like the page, you watch me live, or you can also follow us on Radio Sapientia's official Facebook page. That's Radio Sapientia 95.3 FM Onitsha on Facebook. This Tayo guy, the truth is that the players not representing their countries was UEFA threatening these clubs so the ESL will not go ahead. They said, blah, 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 blah. That's nonsense. You know, they could have, for all the sanctions UEFA were planning to place on the 15 founding clubs, everything would have still gone to the Court of Arbitration for Sports. You just cannot ban anybody. Say you can't represent your country. That's nonsense. Everything would have gone to court, and they would have won. That's the truth. They would have won. Because the ESL want to break away from UEFA. What's your business that I'm representing my country? Nah, don't worry about these people. Go for this ESL to come to stay. And I pray it comes sooner than later, because that thing will redefine football. Maybe I do finer than this nonsense fan about it. This was a good afternoon, sir. My name is America from Onitsha. I don't like the idea of the ESL. Alright, we respect your opinion or your personal opinion. Just said, as much as UEFA and FIFA have not covered themselves in glory in the past, ESL is anti-competition and they intend to create a cartel. Monopoly won't be good for football or business. Alright, but your name is Joe from Onitsha. UEFA and FIFA are enjoying monopoly. Go and check their record. Just go and check their records. There's more corruption in these two football governing bodies than there is in Nigeria. That should make your BP rise. If you understand that there's a corruption somewhere else, more than and the rest of them. Well, let's go to Facebook and see lots and lots of comments here on Facebook. Tobinna Stephen said, good afternoon, sir. Huge man. Between Man United and Man City, which club is bigger right now? Manchester United and Man City. It's just like comparing. I remember you were compare. Where you didn't tell me where you're sending your message from. Onitsha. I would have used Onitsha. Because let me think. And then you Malabi. What are they? I've forgotten your face, my brother. It's just like comparing GRA Onitsha and Imo Boko. It's not even a fair comparison. Just like comparing well, can we lead you below Yabo? Nobody, if I do say good day, you so love how you doing, and nobody find you my United fan congratulations to those that won yesterday as well in Real Madrid. The form of senior man Charles, that's what I can is awesome. You see him stopping Chelsea on the 15th of May. Oh, Nekachi Obi said, good afternoon, just want to arrive. You'll be a Nekachi by name, and Liverpool fan, totally. You're against the Super League because with the constant playing of the big teams midweek with time, it will be boring to watch as it stands right now. For them to meet once or twice a year is better. That's your personal opinion. God bless you, sir. We respect it. Stone Cold, thank you very much. We've taken some of these comments before. Samuel Okanime said, welcome back. Samuel Okanime, all the way from Calabar, said, well, all I have always wanted was for you to come to the show and review all the games played last weekend and the FA Cup. You guys did that review here on Monday. Alright, thank you very much. In the Bosque Valden, I see you guys. Harry Kizzy Harrison, thank you. Chika Aista, Amos David, Tablet Stanley, Buchin Kemka, Jacuzzi Don Sonny. In fact, I'm going to go back to all your comments and all. I cannot even go halfway right now because the comments are here in their hundreds. A lot of Facebook, messages on my message portal. But I'm going to go through all that, and address most of the serious issues on the show tomorrow before we look ahead to the games coming up this weekend, including the EFL Cup final. My name remains the final Akwedi, just man alive. Until tomorrow, same time, same station, be the best you can be. Stay with us, don't touch your dial.
Hey, beautiful girl, come along to kiss me. Yeah, for I'm going, come along to kiss me. Yeah, for I'm going, don't you kiss me, nice. Oh, sorry, yeah, for I'm going, don't you kiss me, nice. Yeah, for I'm going, come along. You, don't you meditate? Won't you meditate? I send a messenger to tell you that I want to meet you at the station. Come along to kiss me. Yeah, for I'm going. Come along to kiss me. Yeah, for I'm going. Don't you kiss me, nice. Yeah, for I'm going. Don't you kiss me, nice. Yeah, for I'm going. Come along. Hello, my baby. Don't mind it. Where you are? Hello, hello, my sweet.
am Valerian Maduko Keke, Archbishop of Onitsha, and listen to Radio Sapientia.
The Chaplet of Divine Mercy. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you. Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
I believe in God, the Father Almighty, creator of heaven and earth. I believe in Jesus Christ, his only Son, our Lord. He was conceived by the power of the Holy Spirit and born of the Virgin Mary. He suffered under Pontius Pilate, was crucified, died, and was buried. He descended into the dead. On the third day he rose again. He ascended into heaven and is seated at the right hand of the Father. He will come again to judge the living and the dead.
I believe in the Holy Spirit, the Holy Catholic Church, the communion of saints, the forgiveness of sins, the resurrection of the body, and the life everlasting. Amen.
Eternal Father, I offer you the body and blood, soul and divinity of your dearly beloved Son, our Lord Jesus Christ,
in atonement for our sins and those of the whole world,
for the sake of his sorrowful passion.
Have mercy on us and on the whole world.
For the sake of his sorrowful passion.
Have mercy on us and on the whole world.
For the sake of his sorrowful passion.
Have mercy on us and on the whole world.
For the sake of his sorrowful passion.
Have mercy on us and on the whole world.
For the sake of his sorrowful passion.
Have mercy on us and on the whole world.
For the sake of his sorrowful passion.
Have mercy on us and on the whole world.
For the sake of his sorrowful passion.
Have mercy on us and on the whole world.
For the sake of his sorrowful passion.
Have mercy on us and on the whole world.
For the sake of his sorrowful passion.
Have mercy on us and on the whole world.
For the sake of his sorrowful passion.